Geezer gang! If you've tuned in again, you're enjoying what we're doing and you're enjoying the interesting guests that we've got. So we're the local geezers, and this week we have the main man, Jacky P.
Hey! Come on! Hey! Let's do this.
Oh, I'm gassed.
What's good?
I'm good. That's what's good.
Yeah?
I'm good.
Looking
you guys
good.
look good too.
Feeling
Great,
good?
Yeah, I had a sudden rush of energy.
Yeah,
I was
man.
feeling very sedate while we were chilling.
Yeah, man.
I'm ready to talk my ass off now.
Got in the mood.
The boys, man.
Back in town.
Back in
Litchfield.
town, boys.
In the
Back in
ends.
town.
In the ends.
I've never been to Litchfield.
Well,
There's a lovely canal over
Lickfield.
there. Go check that out afterwards if you want quite a tranquil, serene environment, you know, to cool down after
After
the madness
this hot-headedness.
over there. Is
Yeah.
the place to be.
would you be
Boys.
down to dive in? 'Cause I seen you dive in that big lake.
Yeah, the reason why I dived in that one, I saw all these kids jumping in it, and I was like, the kids are doing it off the bridge, sound. And then down the end of the lake that I jumped in was like this public kind of pool area. So I was like, bless, it's clean. Because that was my only, I don't want to come out with an eye infection. Like, I wanted to come out just all right. So I was like, fuck it. So I jumped off this bridge, and obviously I was gassed. So legs out, arms out. Woo! So I hit the water like, oh shit. Nuts went up inside, wind out of my chest. My arms looked like I'd been burnt up my arms. And I was like, oh. Then I had to try and swim. I was like, but I looked back and my boy had caught it on camera. And I was like, the footage is gonna look world star. So I was like, that's blessed.
Worth
But
it.
I fucked it, bro. Because obviously you're supposed to go like that. But I was like gassing it. Like I was like this, Jesus Christ pose.
Starfish.
Smacked the life out of me, man.
That is your party trick in it, because didn't you do it at Izzy's as well?
Izzy's house.
Oh yeah, I jumped in that
Jumped in the
pool,
pool
bro.
there.
That pool is fire.
Yeah.
Had to jump in that shit. Shout out Izzy, man. How is Izzy?
Izzy's good, man.
Good.
Alright, that was a
Dave
fun
can-
video to shoot.
Yeah,
To
man.
meet the dog.
Derby massive.
Darby, yeah. I shot an interview with her for Jacky PTV. Rest in peace to that channel, man. One of my schemes.
We'll get onto that. We'll get onto
We'll
that.
get
get
onto
onto that. We'll get onto
We'll
that.
get onto
Yeah.
that.
But hey, kids, don't jump in a big body of water unless you see other kids doing it, because they got to test it before you do it. They didn't die, so I did it.
Of course.
You know what I'm
That's true.
Of course.
saying? My mum had to go at me for that. Sorry, mum.
Slap on the wrist and that.
If other kids jumped in the pool, Jacky, would you do it too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did actually, yeah. You never learn. You're never going to
Here's
learn.
a
They
video.
jumped off a cliff and you do it as well.
My mum doesn't sound like that, you know. She's gonna watch this. I'm gonna get another angry phone call. Fuck. I should be swearing either.
Sorry, we're sorry.
Mum, just I'm sorry.
It's got
Said
nothing
I'm
to do
sorry,
with us.
mama.
We don't
I
influence
never
that
meant
bad
to
language.
hurt you.
Not scripted at all.
Yes.
Just to let you people know.
Never meant to make you cry. That's a banger. Tonight, I'm jumping in a river.
So I saw that you've been banging out Astro World.
Come on,
So
bro.
how you feeling about
The
it?
first half is like an actual masterpiece, and I think I would have stopped. I feel like from stargazing to rest in peace, Screw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think from there to there is untouchable.
Back to back to back.
I was just like, whoa! And then the second half of the album is good, but like the first album just is a home run, bro. I love Travis Scott, man.
Some big features on there. I've
Hell
been feeling
yeah.
the tune with 21 Savage.
That's the one I wasn't feeling.
Serious.
End of the podcast. Get out! I didn't like that. Let's have chain sex. I was like, I just can't. It like rubs me up the wrong way.
Maybe it's not relatable.
Fuck, I'm not chains unless
I've not
I'm
got a
chain
chain.
sex.
I've not got a chain, so.
Bro, neither do I. Maybe that's why I don't know how it feels.
Couple years.
No ice.
That'll be our favourite song off the album.
Bro,
When we're
and I'll
outside,
be
you know what I
having
mean?
chain sex.
I
That's
actually thought
it.
it meant
There you
something
go.
else. I thought it meant like chain sex, as in like sex.
What? Like you have sex, then someone else after us, when we're done, they have sex, and then
Oh
we'll keep doing
shit!
it.
So you boys took it in a sordid direction.
He took it.
That's fucking jokes. I won't be having that kind of chain sex, hopefully.
One day.
Imagine just waiting in the queue. Oh, you next? Yeah.
Just give us 5
I'm a bit
minutes.
tired.
Give us
You got
5
any
minutes.
Lucasade, babe?
Lucasade, babe. That's jokes.
Man,
Yo, I had a friend, speaking of Lucasade, I had a friend addicted to Lucasade. To the point where we go in his room and there's a pile of empty Lucasade bottles next to his bed. Because he drinks it before he goes to sleep.
that's wrong.
So a lot of people have a drink of water, have a nice cup of tea,
Hot
we go
milk.
to sleep, hot milk. My guy next to Lucasade and then falls asleep.
Who is this guy?
I don't know him anymore, but he used to. But he's a mate of my brother's, and he's called T-Bone. What a great name is that?
T-Bone.
Shout out T-Bone. if you're
Shout out
watching
T-Bone
this.
steak.
T-Bone!
What's it?
I mean, he had high blood pressure.
What, before or after drinking the Lucozade?
I think just
All
before,
round.
during, after. I think
All the time.
he's had a real red face. Nice guy. I haven't thought about T-Bone in ages. Mad, isn't it?
Shout him out.
Just,
How
like
one
when
word can
things
trigger.
come out your mind palace and just flash back.
Yeah,
Amazing
man.
stuff.
Big.
Speaking of, oh, sorry, no, this is going on a tangent. The funniest thing, I used to be in an indie band, and our drummer was massive druggy, and he literally, we were all at this house party, like everyone was partying. I don't do drugs, I drink, but someone offered him a line. He does the line. He looks around, realizes that everyone else is asleep, and he goes, ah, and just puts a cap over his head and falls asleep. I was like, he's just done a line of coke, and now he's just off to the land of Nod. Like, and then
There's some particles in your
and
nose.
then we were joking in the rehearsal room like a couple of weeks after, writing a song, and it was trying to sleep on a line, trying to sleep on a line. I mean, he tried and succeeded to sleep.
That is mad.
That's mental strength at its highest.
Because the house party petered out real quick, and he'd just done one. I remember watching him do it, and he just looked around, hat over his face. Wow, it's so funny. Mad thing.
Madness. Sleep on a line.
Trying to sleep on
Did that
a
song
line.
ever come out? Did you ever finish that song?
Nah, it's one of them. It's one of them things that we were just joking around with. But it could have actually been our #1 single if we put it out.
That's
Do you know what I mean? A
one
lot
the
of
songs,
bands say, "Oh, we were just fucking around this song. Label told us to put it out," and then it's their biggest song. Like Kings of Leon, they said "Sex on Fire" was their obviously their biggest song, but they're like, "Oh, it's just a joke."
Turned out
So
to be
if
a
we
madness.
put out "Sleep on a Line," that could have been. I mean,
Can
we had
take
no
the
other
rights?
lyrics.
We can take the rights for that song.
Trying to sleep on the line. It could have been like the shortest song.
We can take that line.
Bro, you know what?
Literally.
I'll go
No, not
straight
literally.
for it. You have it.
You could take the line, but not take the line.
Take the baton of that song.
Clever
run
clubs
with it.
over here.
Go and make it.
Can I
Well,
say?
yeah.
I try. Cool.
I need to stop airing out other people's dirty laundry though.
Yeah, we jumped in
Lucozade
now.
addiction, coke addiction, all my mates.
We
fucking
took-
up.
we
Let's
tackled
talk
the
about
toughest
me,
guy.
and I'm doing all my mates dirty.
Yeah.
Oh mate, I'm just a dirty rat, ratting everyone out.
Don't
Nasty
put yourself
guy.
down.
Nasty.
Don't put
Nasty.
yourself down.
You nasty piece of work. That's what you are.
You're damn right, mate.
Speaking of Travi, his tour has been announced. Big lineup.
Has it?
Oh
seen
yeah. Trippy,
Sheck
Gunner,
West.
Sheck West, and Virgil. Virgil's
Man,
DJ. Bro, have you
sick.
seen Virgil's DJ sets?
We've never been to one, but I've watched them.
They go off.
Sick.
Where was he recently? Was he
Sick.
Part Life? Was it Part Life? Did he have an accident?
Yeah, it was at Part Life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've seen him, didn't they?
yeah.
So it was
Bro,
good.
more
Sick.
famous people should just be DJs because
Serious.
literally, he just stands there, but you're in awe of him because that's Virgil, and
got
he's
the
playing like
clout.
Little Pump and Travis Scott, and it's just like you're turning up to this, and he's the most tranquil guy while he's doing it.
He's got the clout, B.
It's sick, yeah, bro, trust me.
Kodak's out of jail.
Oh yeah, in and out, bro. I kind of lost touch.
innit?
I've really lost touch.
He's fresh out.
Love his music though.
Mate, his work
His
rate's
voice,
mad.
you can hear everything that he's been through in his voice. The pain, the heartbreak, the drugs, the in and out of jail, the Lucozade addiction he might have, everything. Like, it's all in his voice because there's so much hurt.
Serious.
It's like modern blues to me, Kodak Black.
Yeah.
It's like, I love Kodak Black,
He
man.
must have like 1 million bars. Like the amount of songs he's made.
Oh,
Surely.
bro. Never runs
Project
out of bars.
Does he even write? Does
Innit?
he even write?
I don't think he
That's
writes.
question. Is he just straight off the top?
It's just the way he does it.
Speaking of straight off the top, we're gonna get into this first segment now. Straight off.
Ooh.
This or that. So basically, I don't know if you've seen it before, but we give you two options. So it might be bacon or eggs,
All right.
and it's straight off the bat answer.
Bacon!
You got it. You got it.
That's it.
I
Grabs
won't do
one
that
quickly.
loud though, innit? I won't do that
Yeah.
loud. I'll be excited though.
Alright, you ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
Club or party?
Party,
Easy. Bath or shower?
shower, never a bath, ever. No.
Did you have that down?
No. Seen on there.
Oh, I thought he was reading my mind.
Spending too much time with each other.
Serious.
Living in each other's heads.
Villa or the Blues?
I don't support football.
You got to pick.
Villa. Was that right? right?
JK won't be happy.
It's
Oh
subjective.
shit, no, I want to be in JK Blues. Blues, I love you, JK. Yo,
Small
I've
league.
got a good story about JK actually.
Yeah.
Go for
I
it.
saw him the other, bro, I resisted the urge to tweet this. I really wanted to tweet this out.
Exclusive.
Saw JK, like, I feel like there's a bit of mutual respect with me and JK, even though you wouldn't expect it. I see him out, and he's like, "You're looking fresh, bro. You're looking fresh, bro." I was like, wow, like, I was like shit, he rates what I'm wearing. I was in these like charity shop trousers, and I was like, oh, I got these trousers from the charity shop. Someone probably died in them, like as a joke. And he goes, "Raw, someone died in those trousers." Bro, like getting his mate to get in on the conversation. I was like, no, it was a joke. Like, because you know, they're old people's clothes, someone might have died in them. It was like, oh yeah, it's that vintage, isn't it? Vintage, retro. That was the story. And I wanted so bad to tweet like, JK said I look fresh, you can't tell me nothing.
How are you supposed to word that in, well,
I don't think you got enough characters, have you?
I don't think it's 140 characters anymore.
Oh, is it not? They took the limit off.
But it's one of them things where it's like, I don't know, I can wear that as a badge forever. JK thought I looked fresh on that particular day.
Next thing, you'll be a stylist.
That would be sick. Imagine that. You'd see JK in some funky shit though,
Serious.
if I was a stylist. Imagine JK in a leather jacket or something, that'd be fire. Or like studs on it and shit.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see
Cool,
that.
like Moscow in a fucking cold jacket, that'd be fire.
Ready.
Put it across as a suggestion for one of the videos.
I feel like he doesn't need that help though, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like he is a stylish
Yeah,
man.
he's doing bits.
Oh, yeah, of
he's
course,
doing bits,
yeah.
mate.
I mean, in that Peaky Blinders suit in the Moscow
yeah,
video.
yeah.
Very sick.
Fire. Anyway, sorry.
Back to it.
I had to get that off my chest.
That was worth it. That was
It was
worth
worth it. We'll let you
putting a
off.
pause
We'll
on
let
the
you
game.
off. We'll let you off.
That was a good story. That was a good anecdote.
That's the only pause you get. You've used your pause. You've used it up.
The wins you give them.
Doc Martens or Tim's?
Doc Martens, because I like the punk fashion. I've got a pair of Doc Martens.
Yeah.
Got them for free actually. Oh, yo, back to JK again. I DJ'd a show for Doc Martens at Mamaroos in Digbeth. JK performed and Paigey Cakey.
Yeah.
Remember her?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I DJ'd it and they were like, there's no fee, but we can give you some free Doc Martens. I was like, bless, I'll do it.
Yeah, cool.
Free Docs, I had them for life, bro. They last forever.
Yeah, they got lifetime.
To be fair
guarantee.
though, never even tried on a pair of Timberlands, so I could be missing out on a whole world of comfort there.
2018, get a pair of Tim's.
Don't old heads wear Timberlands? Is that the old hip hop
it's
fans?
Yeah, it's like the 90s New York kind
Yeah.
of.
Everything
New
goes
York
around
and
in
the Timbs.
circles.
It all comes back around. All comes back
Cycle,
around.
shit,
All right.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
give him a chance. I'll give him a chance.
Ronaldo or Messi?
Again, I have no idea. You know what, Ronaldo? Because everyone in my school loved Ronaldo, so I'm just gonna go with the popular opinion. Ronaldo. Everyone wanted to be him. Everyone had his haircut and stuff.
The guy's a stylish guy.
Yeah, he totally is.
He's a sick guy.
I used to rate David Beckham's style though,
Same,
back in the day.
same.
The curtains, the highlights,
Everything.
all of that
He
mad
had
stuff.
braids.
Cornrows.
He had
Even
braids.
cornrows.
He had braids and a do-rag.
A braid,
And a
man.
do-rag.
I love it, bro.
I think he met like Prince Charles in a do-rag.
Wearing a do-rag.
He met
He
Prince
met
Charles,
Prince Charles
wearing a
a
do-rag.
do-rag.
Legendary stuff.
That
man.
is,
That is
that's
big.
up there. That's up there.
What a guy, man. Yo, you told me I might get hot. I'm actually starting to get hot in this.
Same,
stuff.
need to
I'm gonna
cool
keep
off
on. I'm gonna style that.
Yeah,
Style
yeah,
that.
you'll be alright.
Style that.
Take it, Wiz.
Okay, we will go for buzz cut or buzzing club. There'll be a wordplay there. I thought I'd try something a bit different, you know. A couple episodes in now, we can try some new things.
I was not expecting that. I'm the
Same. You guys are fun.
I'm telling you, buzzing clubs have always eluded me. I've always played dead clubs, whether that's my fault or someone else's fault. But I had a long time with a buzz cut. That was my look for a very long time. So I'm gonna go for buzz cut.
Cool.
I used to love that shit. Wake up and do nothing to your head because
Easy.
it's ready to go.
Easy.
Amazing. And everyone actually complimented me on the shape of my head.
Did they?
They're like, you got a nice shaped head for a buzz cut. No lumps or anything. Looks good.
Smooth.
Yeah, so it's
Smooth,
kind of like a little bean or egg.
See, there was method behind the madness there, you see.
What's that?
That was funny.
What?
man.
No, I knew that
Buzz
you
cut?
had quite short hair for a
Buzzing
while. So I thought I'd drop in there. It worked
That's
too.
lyrical,
Maybe we
bro.
should
You
try
can tell you guys are rappers. You know what I'm saying? Woo!
Over to
Okay,
you,
my
killer.
last one is... this just sounds terrible now compared to that. Twitter or Instagram?
Bro, Instagram. Come on.
Wait, say it.
I don't like reading. I like looking at photographs and pictures and the really satisfying double tap and stuff. See, I even like dropping comments now. I know it's not cool to drop comments,
It's getting there. I think
but I
it
would
is.
like to drop comments. I like to show that extra bit of love. 'Cause if you drop someone a comment, that's gonna make their day, isn't it?
Yeah,
Comments are the rare ones.
We're still waiting for ours, bro. Into more music.
No, I saw you out after the show, innit?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I've got a train to catch in it. I'm in a rush. I'm in a big rush.
Is that the time?
I gotta go.
Gotta go jump off a bridge.
Cool. Last one. Lion or early start?
Yeah, lion.
Lion.
I'm
Yeah.
so horribly lazy, man. I think I come out at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
We dragged you out in the
The
afternoon.
life that yeah, I
Dragged
mean,
you
this
out.
is early for me, mate.
Sorry, man.
Get yourselves lucky.
Coffee though, coffee. Wake up.
Wait, no, yeah. No, I mean, I think it's because of school. Like, I used to get up at like 5 a.m. for school every day because I had to walk ages to get there. So I think that's just put it in me from an early age. Early starts are bad because it means you're going to school.
Yeah.
They call him a smoothie. But at the moment, he's making a smoothie. Get in there, have a look.
For the man Jacky P. So today we've got the lovely strawberries, grapes, mango, pineapple, and a bit of apple. And we're going to make you something that's going to, you know,
Tickle your taste buds.
put some air in your chest. So, standard ingredients.
Really?
Add a bit of buxom water to smooth it up. Oh yes.
Just helps the blends per minute increase, doesn't it?
That's it.
What it's all about.
And
BPM.
the favourite, TK, the killer. Get in there, yeah. And the special ingredient, Engine. One of the best energy drinks in Britain and Poland. Give it a smell.
Yeah, smells alright, yeah. Nice.
This is takes what power. That's all I can say. We knew you was coming today, so we prepared something very special today.
That's fine.
To kind of, like you say, you're not really into early starts, although it's 3 o'clock now. But
I'm good, man.
I'm into smoothies. Like I don't really eat
I
fruit
rate
and
that.
veg, so I decided to make you a smoothie.
No way.
Yeah, man,
That's crazy.
that's love. But
Thanks, man.
it's nice, cold.
Mad.
I want you to wait. I want you to smell it, yeah, and then have a bit, and then tell me what's inside it.
Alright.
You might need more than that.
More than that.
I dare you to down it.
The whole thing.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
It's alright so far.
But
It
you
don't
don't.
really taste like much, you know.
What? Just taste of nothing.
Bland.
Bland.
Yeah, it's
Bland
kind of bland.
smoothie.
still.
You heard it
hating
here
on my
first.
smoothie. You hating on my
Scottish smoothies
I
are
tried hard
bland.
with that.
I'm not hating. It's just there's no like defining feature of it.
I find that with smoothies, it is hard to really get one that like.
Yeah. True. True.
Especially if well, I'm not going to tell the ingredients
good though,
obviously,
innit?
but
Okay. There's seven things in there.
I've got to guess what's in it.
Yeah.
point for each one.
Yeah.
Banana.
No.
Shit, man. Passion fruit.
No.
Kiwi.
No.
Strawberry.
Yes.
There's strawberry in there. Fire. Peach.
No.
No.
Carrot.
No.
People are always putting carrots in smoothies. Stop doing that. Stop it. Apple.
Yes.
Boy, is that the skin?
It's two.
Yeah.
A little bit of skin.
Sorry, bro.
So we got what we got?
We've got
Strawberry.
strawberry, we got
apple.
apple.
I can't tell, man.
I'll give you one. Mango.
Mango's in there. Okay.
Apples of the pine.
Jimmy's secret sauce.
Yes. That's
That is in there.
That is in there.
That is in there.
But I can't reveal what's in the sauce.
Of course not, mate. Of course not. I was testing you. See if you'd reveal it. Have you put any vegetables in it? Because I always
No
try to put
veg, it's just
That's
fruit.
good, man.
I'm sorry. Well, you like
No,
it?
that's good.
That's cool.
He's not a
Keep
veg
them
fan.
out.
I don't
fruit,
eat veg.
fruit, not
I
veg.
don't eat veg.
Any kind of berries in there, like blueberries or
No.
no.
Alright, help you out. Pineapple,
Mad.
grapes,
Grapes.
and what's the last one to give it that buzz, that kick?
Crazy.
What the
Yeah.
engine?
Engine.
Engine. I don't know what that is.
Engine.
Very
it's like
exotic fruit.
It's
This
very
is fire,
exotic.
man. Like this is the kind of thing like you could literally just knock it down, and it's mad good for you.
Yeah. Start your day.
Like
Start
if
your
you're
day.
a
right.
if you're a fussy guy and you don't like the taste of this, that, the other, this is just like,
That's basically me.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no real distinctive taste, which is a good thing.
It's funny.
It's a good thing.
It's funny you mentioned energy drinks earlier because Engine is
the new craze, the new energy drink.
That's mad.
Engine. 4 for £1. That's in there.
What's the slogan? Have they got a slogan?
No.
That's wild.
Energy classic. Energy classic.
Classic energy flavour. Nothing like it, is there?
Engine.
This is like a pre-show gift. That. So
This is
if
fine.
you want,
Thank you
if
so
you want,
much.
you can have that.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Nicky Pedersen, 3-time world champion.
Yeah,
If
man.
he
That
drinks
could be
it,
me.
if he drinks it, you know, a successful man like Nicky Pedersen. Was that right? Yeah.
He spelled it like the Nicki Minaj way.
Maybe he's got a popping body,
Oh,
or maybe she named herself after him.
I think he's got a popping body now. Can't really see it on this can. It's not doing him any favours, but
Nah.
anyway.
But
Just get the
that'll
multi-pack for the full
No
body.
homo.
So that should get you in the mood for
This is crazy.
what we're about to get into. So.
I mean, I've got you guys a gift as well.
Yeah?
yeah. Oh wait.
Save
no,
it,
no,
save it,
save
save
it
it,
to
save
the
it.
end.
Later.
We've
Yeah,
got
yeah,
more
yeah.
stuff for you.
Wow,
We've got
more
one
than one
more
gift, you know.
But
I should come in more often, even if you're not doing a podcast.
yeah, studio audience. We need.
Come and get that smoothie.
Yeah, man.
From 1 drink to 3, come on.
Yeah, easy. So
Hydration gang.
what are we saying? Big JP.
The big JP.
We're getting into it. We're
Yeah,
getting
let's get into it.
We're getting into it.
You ready?
Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
I've had my smoothie.
Yeah, man.
Boom.
You ready? So obviously, as we do, we did a bit of research.
Oh, yeah.
So
I still haven't got a Wikipedia yet. I'm disappointed.
yeah, I thought I'd find one, but
We'll be able to set it up for you
Yeah,
after
yeah.
this.
yeah. Or someone will.
We've got someone writing in the back.
It is. Someone will.
I might just fuck around and write my own.
That's it.
I ain't too proud.
So defining yourself, you're obviously you're a DJ,
A disc jockey.
but in the past,
Oh
you've
shit, I
done-
just spat out some skin, you know.
as long as it's not on me, I'm not bothered.
DJs, yeah. Spray it. Say it, don't spray it. It's your smoothie, mate. It's that skin. Anyway, sorry.
In the past, you've done a bit of presenting,
Oh, hell yeah.
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 So Scratch Radio,
Oh, mad, yeah.
yeah.
Birmingham City University. That was my first like foray into the proper foray into the music world.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I did the unsigned new music show.
Yes.
So we had everyone from the West Midlands come in on the show. There were so many people. I'd sometimes have like 3 guests
Sick.
on every show, and it was like a 2-hour show. Then it turned into a 3-hour show. I just kept going. I did not care who was listening.
Momentum.
Yeah, I nearly got into a lot of trouble. We had we had a band called Bad Moon come in, and they were like these proper druggy hippie rocker types. It sounded a bit like the Doors. You ever heard the Doors?
Yeah, yeah.
They did "Come On Baby, Light My Fire." They did that one.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah,
Lost on him.
Sorry, bro.
Whiz
Your
notes.
man.
We know where the real
Yeah.
musical talent is in the
I
geezers.
just sit back and
Tough crowd, man.
Swag.
But yeah, Bad Moon come in and like they're off their tits on something. They come in with a couple of 6-packs of beers, crack them open, and then the drummer had this real kind of like burning desire in him. He had a lot to get off his chest. So he starts out cussing out the Birmingham City Council like, "Oh, they're trash. They're not doing their job properly. They're treating my nan like a piece of shit." Going off, and I'm just like laughing my head off. It's so funny. And then he goes into attacking David Attenborough, which I wasn't as happy about. National treasure. But he hated David Attenborough, hated dolphins. He said he went on about that like he was painting some weird imagery on air. David Attenborough making love to dolphins. He went into proper detail. And we kept him going. We kept the faders up. And then he went on to start talking about Parkinson's disease, and that's when I had to really take those faders down. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was a bad part of the rant. So faders down, and then it was just a mad funny show. I go out at the end of the show, go and see my producer, and he's just there with his feet up, watching Top Gear with my show on mute. So I got away with the whole thing. I was like, "Oh, so you've been listening to the show then?" He was like, "Oh, yeah. Turns the show back on, turns off Top Gear." So it went out, and they got mad complaints. But because the producers didn't do anything about it, I was all good. And then they took me to the pub afterwards, and this guy popped something else. The drummer popped something else while we were in the pub, and he was like, my nan's ring, it's in the bush. My nan's ring's in the bush. I got to get out of the bush." Jumps in the bush, head first in this bush outside of the pub. And we were all just like, "Yeah, let's all jump in as well." So we all jumping in the bush, in and out of the bush, like, whoa, like looking like some degenerates. And I come out and I'm like, "Ah, my leg." I look down at my leg and I've sliced it open on something. Like I've still got the scar on my knee. I won't get it out because these are too skinny. They won't come off. But sliced my leg open in this bush, and I just went home drunk, and my housemates were looking at it and they're like, yo, we should go to the hospital, because you could see deep in it. You could see the layers of like muscle down to bone. It was like a real kind of opening there. And I just sort of wrapped it up and left it, and it sort of healed. But I've got a gnarly scar there now, and that always remind me of Scarlxrd. The scar on my knee.
Loop that back round perfectly. That was great.
I was on Scratch Radio. Yeah.
I got the scars to prove it.
I got the scars. They could have called it Scar Radio.
So, when you first started, we met you at doing the BNG tour.
Yes.
No, prior to that was the Purple Party.
Oh yeah.
So that was when you first sort of started.
That's mad jokes.
Running your own sort of.
Yeah, because I did a night called Skit for a bit in Birmingham, like a monthly like live hip hop night, and then I deaded that off because I got banned from like 3 venues for putting it on. They just didn't want smoke, the literal smoke. Because people used to come and just smoke so much weed indoors, and you can't do that. Because the venue would just get shut down forever if the police came in. They would just take away their license. But people didn't seem to get that. And the last skit I ever did, this guy comes out and he's like, legalize it! And he's got this Sainsbury's carrier bag of pre-rolled spliffs that he's obviously done at home. And he just throws it out into the crowd like that while he's playing one of his songs. And then all these kids just grab him, and the whole room within seconds up in smoke. And then the venue manager comes storming down the stairs like, Jack, do you think I'm a bitch? You treat me like a bitch. I've let you come here with your hippity hop. I've let you put it on, and you treat me like a bitch. Look at this place. Everyone out. So he was unplugging the decks, unplugging everything. Everyone had to file out. And that was the end of skit, man. I was just like, I can't be arsed with this. And I was like, I'm done. I'm never doing promotions ever again. And then a month later, I'm back doing another night. Just a new name. Purple Party. I only did one of them. That was funny. It was a good night though.
So what was the in between the presenting and actually doing the DJing and the parties yourself? What was what made you want to kind of change course a little bit and go into that type?
I'd always promoted nights. So I used to promote like indie bands and like metal bands, just any old band really, and they were really difficult to work with because they've got so much equipment, and they're all like mad egotistical, and I was like, I got really tired of it. And then I realized that no one was putting on all these rappers that I was playing on the radio. No one was putting them on, and I was like, I have no idea about rap promotion, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go head first into it, having known nothing about it. So I was booking all these rappers, and they'd come up to the venue, and they'd be looking at me like, are you the guys booked us? I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. It's Jacky B, what's going on? They were just like, is this the brother? Is this the brother who's booked us? Like, they were always very confused. But I was just filling a gap. No one was putting on underground rap shows in Birmingham. I thought that was absolutely mad.
So in terms of that as well, because it's interesting that you say that, and it's interesting how that's all kind of played out. Was you seem like a guy who has quite wide musical taste. So was rap on your kind of radar? Was like, I listen to this, I enjoy this, I can relate to this, or did that grow more as you got more into the sort of centre of?
That's a woke question. I love that. It's true though, like I literally, when I started doing the night, I was like, I actually sat down and I was like, I'm gonna do my musical research so I know what I'm doing. So I went all the way back to the 80s and stuff. It wasn't really into that, it's too corny for me. Then 90s, I got into a lot of the weirder stuff like Outkast. Mainly Outkast really, but then I was with the MOP, like all the real old head stuff. And then noughties I was aware of because I feel like rap music in the noughties was just hammering the charts.
That's where it kind
like
of...
Soulja Boy, your T-Pains, your Flow Riders, all the NAF stuff was really up there in the charts. Even like stuff like Jay-Z and Pharrell, they were killing the charts at that time. So I was mad aware of that. It was the 90s period and the 80s period I wasn't aware of. So I did my research. I went and bought loads of CDs, like old CDs, and just listened to them. And then slowly realized that I preferred more ignorant rap music than the lyrical stuff. So then I started listening to all the modern stuff. Starting really with Travis Scott, when he put out that Days Before Rodeo tape. I checked that out. Yeah,
It sounds-
Skyfall was on
Drugs,
that.
You Should Try It.
Mamacita was on it,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some bangers on that, and
That
I
was
was like,
cool.
I don't get this. I was like, I really didn't understand it when I first started listening to it, but I feel like all my favorite music now, when I first listened to it, I didn't get it. So now I see it as like not getting something as a really good sign, because it means that they're doing something interesting if I don't understand it straight away. So yeah, I had to do my research, man. So I had no idea. So I had to go back and listen to them old CDs.
But that's the thing though as well, is that you went and did that research.
Yeah.
A lot of people would just be like, yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
fine as I am, and I'll, but to sort of embrace.
But I
embrace it all,
was really learning on the job, man.
Yeah.
With that night skit, I learned everything. I learned how to DJ from that night. Didn't know how to DJ before that. I just bought some decks, and I was like, just press play, innit? I mean, I still do that to this day. But that's where I learned how to do it. Was at my night skit. I love that night. That's how I met Fundo. That's how I met like most people that I know. Like I met them through that night because everyone was like starved of that kind of night in Birmingham. Like a night that wasn't necessarily grind. It wasn't like a grind rave because Birmingham always had good grind raves. I needed somewhere for all the weird people who weren't making grind. But still based in the UK. And we had some mad interesting people come through. Some terrible people as well. Some people who had no idea what they were doing, but it was all part of the fun. Some of the lineups would be wild in terms of like quality.
Yeah.
You'd have some terrible stuff and then some really amazing stuff. And people who've gone on to do like amazing things. Like I think our biggest one, we had Octavian from really early, when he was still going under Octavian OG. We had him play, and it was my birthday night, and I was like, yeah, it's my birthday, it's gonna be popping. And I go downstairs, and we had 10 people there. And I was like, oh, this is disappointing. So it was a really disappointing birthday. It was disappointing for Octavian, because he'd come from London to come and play. But obviously no one knew him then. And now, he's sold out his UK tour. So I'm happy for the guy, man. But he switched up his sound major. He did not sound like he does now, but he's stumbled across his sound.
Yeah.
So I rate it, bro. He's like our claim to fame. So I'll be outside all of his shows. Oh, I put him on back in the day. Octavian, do you remember me? Do you remember me? Getting dragged away by security. We used to be friends, I think.
You knew my name.
You played my birthday party. Jokes, man.
Cool. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So then beyond there, you obviously went on the BNG tour.
The Free Stacks
Yeah,
tour.
the
That
Free
was
Stacks tour.
yeah. Thunder Up, Molly Mikes, me,
Yeah.
and then we had you guys play. How many shows was it?
Two, three.
2 or 3 it was.
No, not
I think it was 3.
Derby.
The maddest thing is, I've
Leicester.
probably told you when I've been drunk before, but like you guys inspired the tour, because you asked Thunder to come and play with you in Derby,
Yeah.
and Molly as well. You asked Molly as well, and then I just said to them both, I was like, we're playing Derby. Why don't we play the rest of the UK as well? We may as well. So around that one show, we booked the rest of the tour.
Love it.
So, and it was the funniest tour because it stretched out across 2 months. And there was only like 14 shows or something like that because all the dates were so spaced out.
Yeah.
Because I was a terrible event organizer. So I just like threw darts at a calendar and a map and got what we could. So it became this running joke. People were like, are you still on tour? Because it was 2 months and we were still playing shows. And longest tour of our lives, and it was like the shortest amount of shows.
Good
so
fun,
funny.
Good fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. I had the most fun, man. Caught the most joke off that tour. It was so funny because it was so badly put on. Because I just put all me. It was all me, just me and my laptop. Put it on.
Self-made.
Having to, yeah, self-made
Self-made.
man. Yeah. You can do it too, kids.
Inspiration.
That is it though.
All
No
from a
matter what,
Hotmail
you did it
account.
and you went on tour and you did it all off your own back, which is
I mean, no one
Just
came,
testament to
but hey, it's all good. It was still fun, man. You got to do it. Actually, people came in Bristol. Bristol was a good show.
was it? Yeah.
That was our favorite night of the tour.
Derby was alright.
Actually, yeah, Derby was
Derby was
fire.
popping.
That's because it was a you-man show. Goes like seeing. It's good. It's fire, bro. I miss that stuff. That was only last year as well, you know. How mad is that?
Shit, yeah,
it
it was last
a
year.
lot can change in a year. A lot can
Crazy.
change in a year.
That's
So moving on from that, you're now working with SCARLXRD.
Yeah, the boy.
Very big. So how did that come about? Like, because it was just from the outside perspective, it was just like,
Yeah, it just happened.
It really
It
was
there,
just
yeah.
like that. It was, I wish there was like a mad story like to it. I'm gonna come up with a mad story one day, but the actual story, they're looking for a DJ. Him and his the guy who was helping him out at the time, and word spread across Birmingham because Birmingham is tiny, so any news gets around real quick. They're looking for a DJ, and I was like, this dude is nuts, because his song had just gone viral. Like he's got a tune called Heart Attack, and he put it out last summer, like June time last year, and it went crazy viral over the space of a month. So by early September, he was getting a lot of show offers, and he was like, well, I need a DJ. So they were like auditioning a lot of other DJs. They even auditioned doing it with a band as well, because he's got that kind of metal sound. But I met with him in a Wolverhampton hotel lobby, had a cider, chopped it up, and he was like, shit's gonna get crazy, dog. So if you're down for it, you gotta be really down for it. You gotta really want it, because shit's gonna get freaking crazy. And I didn't believe it. I was like, yeah, you know, because everyone's always gassing their own whatever.
Blowing their own trumpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should know. Professional at doing that. That's why I'm here. I'm blowing it right now! Well, I was like, oh yeah, all artist side A shows are going to be mad, blah, blah, blah. And the first show we did was in Switzerland. So randomly flown out to Switzerland, first show with him. 500 kids there going mental, because he just dropped an album as well at that point. And I was like, wow, this is a completely different life to everything I've done before. This is insane. These kids are beating the living shit out of each other. They go wild at them shows. The next show was London, next show was Paris, and then this year it really did go crazy, just like you said. Like, we did a European tour, we've been doing festival season, done some shows in America, some in Spain, and we've got an American tour coming up, an Australian tour coming up, it's a UK tour coming up. It's just too wild, man. But it's my dream come true, you know.
Love it.
It's what I've always wanted to do.
In terms of that, I just wanted to ask. Obviously, you said it's kind of completely different from what you've done.
Yeah.
Do you DJ before he comes on, or are you purely his DJ? Like, will you spin a few tunes before?
I do a little set before he comes out.
Do you approach that differently to how you would have maybe approached I know it's a different venue and different size, of course, but in terms of audience and what you're going to play, would you play the same songs that you would play at the Purple Party, for example, as you would when you warmed up for SCARLXRD? Would you edit it slightly?
It's like a mix. Like, his like fan base is so open-minded, because half the room's going to be metalheads and half the room's going to be like, you know, like hype beasts to like trap fans. So like the room is always mad divided. So I just have fun with it, because I know that there's such a collection of people in front of me. We get a bit carried away in terms of what we play, especially if we've been drinking. I remember one night I went a bit too left. I played Rick Astley, like Never Gonna Give You Up, and I was just there like with my cup of gin like spilling everywhere. So I was just like, I don't give a fuck, I'm a rock star. And the room was just like staring at me, and I was like, because these are like millennials. They have never heard Rick Astley unless they've seen it on a meme or whatever. Like, I have no idea. And we took it way too far that night. I was playing like Gary Newman Cars as well, like and then we always play like mad metal as well, because I love it, like Rammstein and Slipknot and System of a Down. And next to all of that, I'll be playing 21 Savage and Travis Scott and Trippie Redd and stuff, like, because they love all of it.
That's cool.
So it's so refreshing to play for like an open-minded audience. Like, the only thing they're not aware of in Europe really is a lot of UK stuff. So we played Moscow, and I was like, come on. Played Moscow by Jacky. Room was so dead. They just didn't know what it was. They weren't aware of it. But it was great for me. I loved that. Yeah. Playing Moscow in Moscow. I was like, yeah, level complete. But no, I love his audiences, man, because they for the most part, unless you play Rick Astley, they've got a very open mind. Yeah, because they're there for carnage, man. They're there to just go wild. So you can play what you want.
Sick.
They just want to mosh.
Sick.
Shows have been wild though.
Mate, I've seen some videos. You bringing some mad energy. Like,
it's crazy. I don't know what it is, man. It's just the music, I think. As soon as you realize that whatever you do, you're gonna look kind of moronic. You just go for it. I can't remember who was talking about it. It was something about, oh yeah, it's this rapper Zilla Kami. We brought out this guy Zilla Kami when we played New York, and we were talking to him afterwards, and he was like, you just got to give it your ugliest face to show that you mean it. Like, because he was talking about music videos, he just gives his ugliest, wildest faces, and it bangs harder, like the visuals bang harder, and it's the same with shows. Like you gotta stop worrying about what you look like, because you look moronic, especially me. I look mad out of place. The skinniest, whitest person you've ever seen in your life, long, gangly guy up on stage. So there's no ceiling for me. I can get as strange as I want, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't affect me. And as soon as we like let that loose, they let loose too, because they're like, I'm not going to look as anywhere close to that idiot up there, so I'm going to have a good time.
It makes them feel comfortable. I've always felt like that, you know, even if you just go into like an event or something like that, and you're just in the audience, if you begin to loosen up, others around you will, they'll either look at you and they'll laugh and they'll go for a fag, or they'll actually be like, you know what? Yeah, I can do this too myself.
You're the vibe provider, man. They're there to, you know, they're looking at you for direction. Like they actually follow what you do and say way more than you think. So as soon as you realize that, you can really master a crowd. Like they want you to talk to them. They want you to tell them to do stuff.
They want you to be that confident.
Yeah, like Scarlxrd on the mic. Like he tells them to do stuff and they just do it because they want to be told what to do. Do you know what I mean? They want to have fun. Like, but sometimes the fun gets a bit intense. Like these kids are really like mad violent. Like on the European tour, we had like 5 broken legs at different shows. We had a broken nose, had people fainting and stuff. It was the broken legs that was the intense one. There was a guy.
That one stopped the show for a.
Serious?
Oh yeah, we stopped the show because like, there was a guy doing a handstand in the mid. There's mosh pit opens.
That's how all crazy stories started.
Does a handstand like woo, like up in the air, and he's like showing off, and they all run at him, and we were like, oh my god, like you can just see his legs like getting mashed up by everyone. And they were like, right, stop the show, like, is he alright? Everyone move back, is he alright? And he comes out the crowd like, I'm okay, bro! I'm okay with you, bro! And he's just holding on to the front railing. Like, I'll be okay, bro, with this twist up ankle. Mad. And we've seen busted noses, and because they just run at each other. They just let loose, especially when you play in like the countries that are quite, I don't know, they're under quite tight rule. Everything's very, you know, robotic and regimented. When they come to these shows, because a lot of Europe's like that. A lot of Europe is very polite and very like, right, you know, this is what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. With the UK, we're rude as hell. People from the UK are mad rude and mad, like, ignorant. And that's how everyone knows, like, when we're on tour, they know that we're British because we're so ignorant. Like, people will be talking to us in their language and we just go, English. And then wait for them to start speaking English to us. We haven't bothered to learn their language. We're just ignorant as hell. So these kids love it. Like they see these ignorant guys up on stage and they're like, we can be ignorant too. We can finally cut loose, be ignorant. And I want to break that guy's leg because he said something about me on playground. I'm going to run at him and break his leg.
Get him.
I don't know where I'm going with this. This is a tangent.
Nah, it's brilliant.
It's
the
nice. Shows. We were talking about the shows.
Yeah. It's flowed
Yeah,
really nicely. Trust me.
Yeah.
So you're traveling a lot.
Oh yeah, way too much, man. But like, I love it. Like, people always said to me before I started the tour, they're like, "You're gonna get sick of it halfway through. You're gonna stop enjoying it." And I can tell you now, I will never ever stop enjoying it because I know it's what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's like, as soon as you find that, like, it's just something clicks in your brain. And everything that's like maybe a little like niggle here and there, like, oh, I don't really like traveling, but it just washes away. Because it's like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And as soon as, you just got to give yourself up to it. You got to surrender it. It's like being like Bear Grylls.
You
know how he goes in and he just surrenders himself to the forest. That's what I do. I surrender myself to wherever the hell we are. And it all feels like a dream. It doesn't feel real because, you know, I'm a bit like a bit of luggage. I'm just a DJ. I'm just getting carried around to all these wonderful places, like doing the minimal amount of work. Getting to just rage on stage every night. It's crazy, man. So why would I not enjoy that? And if I ever stopped enjoying that, I feel like I'd be being really like, I don't even know what the word is. What's the word?
Bit out of place.
Ungrateful. That's the word I was
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
for. My mind stopped then.
So that's how you kind of are when you're out and about. So when you're coming home, How does that feel? Do you feel that
Oh,
you sort of
mate.
twiddling your thumbs a little bit? Do you start
Mate.
getting up on like tables and just like rocking out?
My girlfriend hates me when I come home. She hates me because I'm just like, I don't do nothing. I'm like, she hates me, bro. I'd hate me as well, because you get real depression. Because it's like we were likening it to a drug. Because like when you go out on stage and there's that many people like in front of you and they're showing that much love to you. It's like this. The adrenaline is like no other adrenaline I've felt before. And the rush is crazy. And as soon as you come down from it, it really messes you up, man. I fainted in the airport the other day. I mean, I'm a tough guy. But in the airport the other day, we played Budapest. I was in the airport and I was like, I'm gone. Like, I was just on the floor, just like. And I woke up to Scarlxrd trying to feed me Coke. Not that kind of Coke, the drink. The drink to bring me back to life. Because literally the shows take it out of you. When you put everything in, it will remove all energy from you and you're just a corpse afterwards. So I'll come home and I've pretty much stopped doing everything else I used to do. So I used to do everything all at once. And I do not recommend it. Doing everything all at once, you just end up doing a terrible job of everything that you're doing. So like now I've found this, I'm just like, I'm gonna do this and this is what I do. But when you come home, it is a bit like, what am I gonna do now? And then you're just there, just looking at your calendar, waiting for the next show sort of thing. It's like, I need my fix! Shoot up! So we end up doing dumb stuff like, you know, on the, oh shit, I got some apple in my teeth. On the days off on tour, we did the most idiotic stuff because we wanted that adrenaline boost back up. So that's why I'm jumping off bridges and we'd be going out partying and chasing the buzz. Do you know what I mean? It's horrible. But you know, I'll get used to it. I'm just, because this is all new for me.
That's it. It's just like I say,
you know, I haven't done shows this big. I'm not used to it. So I'm getting my head around it, innit? I'm sorry, babe. I'll get there. She's still with me for now. Because she can't escape.
She can't escape.
Bria.
Free Jack's girlfriend. You're mine, babe. You're mine. I got weird real quick. Ask me another question or something. Steer it away.
You stumped me for a second. Let me look at the notes.
One thing was your initial sort of involvement in what you do, basically, like DJing.
Yeah.
And what made you want to get into that?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. The time it became clear to me is when I watched. You guys seen School of Rock?
Yeah.
And he says something like, "Those who can't teach gym," or something like that. Yeah. And I was like, that just clicked in my brain because like my whole life I've wanted to be like a musician or like a, you know, I've tried to learn the guitar, I've tried to learn the bass, I've tried to write songs. I used to write horribly cute songs for one of my girlfriends before, like they were just trash songs. Like, and I've always wanted to be the artist. And then I realized like I have nothing to say or express that would ever make me a good artist. So like as soon as I realized that, I was like, all right, what else can I do? Because like music is all, that is just my life. So that's when I found DJing. I was like, you can still be involved in the music process and pushing music in like the right direction without making it yourself, because there's no way I can make it. I found that I just had nothing to say. When I sat there with pen and paper, like I can't sing, I can't rap, like I can't do shit basically, but like my appreciation of music is all who I am. It like defines me as a person. So I was like, I've got to find something. So that's when I bought some decks. And I still can't mix, bro. I can't mix for shit. So if someone held a gun to my head and were like, mix this, no. And I had to mix one song into the other, I'd be sweating, bro. I'd just cut it like that. That's my style. Just cut it. Because like, I know that, so a lot of DJs would look at me and be like, oh, you never catch me doing a boiler room. If I did a boiler room, all the comments would be like, what is he doing? He just wheels it up and plays something else. But like, I don't know, I feel like I'd never get into a realm of DJing where it would be that expected from me. Yeah. But it's still funny to call myself a DJ and not be able to mix. That's still a funny thing. I think it's because I play rap music. It's mad hard to mix lyrics into lyrics. I mean, there's some great DJs who can do it. Yeah. I just can't do it. That's the funniest part about it.
You know what we say? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I love that. It's, you know, as long as you're playing stuff that people like, you're still a semi-alright DJ, I think. So as long as the people are having a good time.
Okay, so the final segment is
Yes.
something we play called Greasy or Cheesy.
Greasy or cheesy.
Yeah, so basically we'll show you like something new that's dropped,
Yeah.
fresh gum or a music video or whatever, and you've got to say greasy, it's sick, or
Yeah.
cheesy, which
No.
is dead.
Whack.
Yeah.
Right. Got you.
Okay, so first
My
of
hot
all,
takes. I know it's trendy. Look at me. Come on. Yeah.
the new Virgil, well, off-white Nike Blazers high tops,
Damn.
2 colors. So these are the spooky pack.
Spooky pack. Crazy. They look actually mad simple for a lot of his
They
designs.
are quite simple, to be fair.
He's gone back to simplicity. I'll tell you something, the merch guy that we have on the tour is obsessed
With
with
these.
trainers. Like the only reason why I got these is because of him. Because he was like, Jack, man, your trainers are dead. You need to get some. I've had the same trainers since like 2011, and they're Nikes, so they don't ever die. So I've just been wearing them the whole time. And he's like, bro, you got to switch it up, man. So he would love this. So yeah, I'd say Greasy, man, because he has like put me onto my trainer game now.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out Tom if you're watching this. Tom loves watching interviews, so he's probably gonna watch this.
Yeah.
Get
Tom.
involved.
And he gets a shout out.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, he's put me onto my trainer game. It's upped.
Cool.
So Greasy.
Nice.
This is a bit mad. So this is a UK designer, Craig Green,
Craig Green.
collaboration with Moncler, and this is
Moncler.
just look for yourself, bro.
Oh wow. Wow.
Wenger jacket.
Wenger
What's
ting,
going on the face?
the big bubble ting.
That's crazy. This looks like some fetish gear, man. This looks like some weird fetish gear.
me in the rain. I'm covered.
We can do it anywhere.
There's definitely going to be a fetish out there that's into this. You know what though? It is so mad. It looks like he is a tent and an unpacked tent at the same time. Like a tent and an unpacked tent. He's got 2 unpacked tents on his chest, and a fully gone tent on his back. The legs look like the Michelin Man. It looks. Is it? Have they puffed air into it, or is it just naturally
it's
like that?
Puffer
It's
puffer
got
jackets.
it's
you know
mad
what I mean?
puffy.
Yeah.
And he can't see. But I'd wear that though. I would actually wear, because like imagine you walking down the street and that, people are gonna think he's rich.
Can't
He's
pull that
come
off you when you crowd
That's
surfing. can you?
catwalk. Well, that would be amazing for crowd
That's what I'm
surfing.
saying.
Bounce surfing,
Yeah.
innit?
Sorted.
Yo, that's fire. I like that. That's greasy. Greasy. That's fire, bro.
Okay,
Fetish gear, man.
this one's a bit mad.
Come on.
Fire fetish gear.
Basically, you want to break that down.
Yeah, so this is you know, we were talking about healthy eating and stuff like that. This is Jamie Oliver. So
we
basically
go.
what he's done here is he's brought out a new range of microwavable rices. And now this one is punchy jerk rice. Now, have you ever had any sort of, you know, jerk chicken or anything like that? in
No,
your-
I haven't, you know.
No, not a jerk. Well, anyway, the contents that are in this are a little bit less than.
Basically, there's no such thing as jerk rice.
Yeah.
It's like a.
Okay,
It's
so
a
if you,
sauce
if you
that
know
would be
your
on-
jerk food, then you
Yeah.
would.
Then you wouldn't, yeah, jerk rice wouldn't exist. And also, I think the things that are in it aren't necessarily the ingredients you'd use to make.
So he's just taking the word jerk 'cause it's cool.
yeah,
like
basically,
trendy,
yeah,
like- and
in a
like
way.
slap-
In a
Slapping it
way,
on
in a
his-
way.
Should we show
yeah.
him the video?
Yeah, show him the video.
Watch
yeah.
this. This is White Yardie.
Listen to me, Mr. Jamie Oliver. Listen to me.
Wow.
No. Stick to where you know. Stick to where you know. Stop running from other people things and try create something. It not gonna work. You are come with this punchy jerk rice. What is jerk rice? Only 2 things alone me know jerk and a chicken and pork. What is punchy? Punchy what? You think of boxing we have to play with the food? I mean, oh, your jerk is a rice and then you tell me about 1 minute in the microwave. We don't want no microwave food. As a matter of fact, jerk no figure in a microwave. You go jerk.
This guy's going in. That's jokes.
So, what do you think to that?
Jamie Oliver, I've never, you know, he's doing his thing, but I feel like he's too much of a martyr for me, man. He's always trying to help everyone, save everyone. I'm just not into it, man. It is cheesy. It's cheesy for me. I mean, I don't really know much about jerk food, but obviously if the world's saying that Jamie Oliver doesn't, I'm inclined to believe him. I'm inclined to believe him. Like, I've never been into him.
Yeah.
You know, I took a girl on a date to to Jamie Oliver restaurant, like, because I thought it was mad expensive. And I just randomly put my finger on the menu, just whatever, because I didn't understand what any of the food was. And they brought it out, and it was this diced up rabbit. So I was eating a rabbit, and I was vegetarian at the time. And they just put this rabbit in front of me. It was a terrible day in general, because she just spoke about her back the whole time. She had a bad back, and we were there for hours. So I had this rabbit in front of me, mashed up rabbit. So I was thinking back to like Watership Down and all them things I used to watch as a kid. I was like, they've just killed one of my mates in front of me. I've got her in front of me going, oh, me back.
How old
in
was
Jamie
she?
Oliver's restaurant. So maybe that's where my hatred for...
90-year-old bird with a broken back.
Well, yeah, well, I'm into older women, innit? No. So maybe that's why I don't like the big J.O. But I feel like he's always on some crusade, man.
Serious.
Like, it's crazy. Always trying to save everyone's kids. It's like, you don't have to be so preachy about it.
If they wanted to save him, they'd save him, wouldn't they, I suppose?
Yeah, I rate him doing like nice things and stuff. It's just the preachiness of it. I'm really not into that. And then I can see why people would have a problem with him slapping jerk on something. Like, it's not his culture, is it?
No,
really? It's,
no.
really it's like, I'll take that. Hey, I know everything about that, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Rap music, I'll have a bit of that. Me and Jamie Oliver are one and the same.
Well, you did your research first. That's the thing. You did your research first.
Yeah, we one and the same. Jacky P, Jamie O, we're the same, bro.
We're the same, bro.
Culture vultures. Swooping down and taking whatever we want and slapping it on our products. Crazy, man. I've got to go take a long, hard look in the mirror.
I think it is gift time.
Yeah.
It is gift time.
It's gift
isn't it?
time.
It's gift time.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, gift time.
Not like we're going to show you moving images of.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I
things.
thought
No,
for a
no, no,
second.
We got
some
your gift.
trendy millennial. Yeah, I've actually got it on me.
Okay,
strapped.
we'll present ours to you
Yeah,
first.
We'll go first.
So
You get set
we
up.
know that you said basically you fainted the other day
Mad
and
thing.
you're about, so
Out and about a lot.
we care about you.
Thanks,
So-
man.
It's all out
Feeling
hard.
warm.
It's
got you
hard.
that purple drink. That purple, that good stuff, cowpole. This is some serious shit.
Oh, man, that's joy. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Sugar-free as well.
Yeah.
That's it.
Pour it
So
up.
Look
you
after
can
your
use it
teeth.
for the actual
Pour it in.
purpose of, curing yourself or any infants that
Yeah,
may
man.
be about.
You may as well
Or
pop the seal.
that's it. Yeah. Pour it in a double cup and you got some imitation lean there.
Oh, how do you do it? It's actually childproof, isn't it?
Push down and twist. I think
Pushing. How'd you know?
it's normally what child
Hey.
is, isn't it? Yeah.
Let's bring me back to childhood, man. I used to smash this stuff
Yeah,
when
man.
we were kids.
Smash it.
Smash it! By smash it, I mean have a teaspoon before bed. Smash it! Let's power it up.
Good.
More cultural reappropriation. Jamie Oliver's going to be bringing this out next. Jamie Oliver's purple drink. Tastes disgusting. Thanks, lads. Sugar-free though, isn't it? Look after the old teeth.
Yo, Jacky, you awake?
You there?
Yo, man.
I was about,
Yo,
to,
we
go, I was
actually-
about to go in his wallet.
Hey, your present's in here. I've got to give you your present now. So I don't know if you will be able to use this in any way. It's pretty exclusive. So this is my boy Scarlxrds' new album, Doom. It's out in stores now. This is a cassette version.
Sick.
Mad
That is
rare
sick.
things right here.
Big.
Doom D8 XXM. It started it all for him. We toured off the back of this album. There's some heat on here. It's very shouty, very loud. But there you go, man. Cassette
Sick,
tape
man.
of it.
My
For the
guy.
boys, for the
Respect,
geezers.
bro. You know my old car had a cassette player.
bad.
For real.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to go out and get a 98 Fiesta now, I'm not going to lie.
Sorted, bro.
So we can
Sorted.
bang it. Yo, Jacky P, geezers.
Hey!
Love, baby.
Drink.
Geezer gang.